friends, welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for dropping by and hanging out with me today. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe down below because we have lots that we are getting done today with this Get It All Done. So I've got lots of random things. I've got my to-do list that I want to get some things checked off of. We're going to be doing things like cleaning my stairs because they never get cleaned and there's cat fur and crumbs and who knows what else hiding in there. And just other cleaning and tidying. And then I'm also hoping to bake some fall pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. So lots of fun things, lots of fall things today. But before I get started here, I'm already finishing up my first cup of coffee and I'm getting ready to make my second cup so we can get all of these things done. But this is my new current like go-to. It's a caramel apple crumble coffee creamer, and it is so good. And I can be very picky with my coffee creamers. I'm picky with how I like pumpkin creamers, but this is my current favorite fall flavor. It is so good. It tastes like the Starbucks version of this. They're like apple macchiato or whatever it's called, but so good. And I highly recommend if you like caramel apple and like apple crumble flavored things. So very good. So we are going to make a coffee and then let's get started.
Hello, little kitty in my coffee cup. The first thing I'm going to do this morning is get a load of laundry started. And now I'm going to try to get these stairs taken care of. I don't know if the camera is fully picking up all the dirt and crumbs and cat hair that are on these stairs, but they are a little bit of a mess. So I'm going to use my little Dyson here and try to get these stairs cleaned up. So you have to let me know if where you live has the weather actually turned to fall-like weather, or is it still scorching hot like summer like it is here? We've had a couple cooler and fall-like days, but for the most part, our weather is staying in the high 80s and 90s, which is very unlike September where we live. So we are definitely not used to this, and I am very much hoping it's not one of those falls where it goes from like 80 and 90 degrees all the way down to like 50 degrees, and then you miss all the beautiful like 60 and 70 degree weather. But anyways, let me know in the comments down below if you are actually getting to experience some of that wonderful fall weather. Now that I've made it to the top of the steps, I'm going to head into the playroom and get it cleaned up. It is a disaster as usual. So let me know in the comments down below if you've gotten the chance to do any of the fun fall activities yet, like pumpkin patches or hay rides or corn mazes or any of those things. Because unfortunately, we have been so busy with cheerleading and soccer and with family get-togethers and birthday parties and things like that that we have not had a chance to do that yet. So I will have to live vicariously through you guys. I keep telling myself that maybe come October our schedule will slow down a little bit, but I'm not exactly sure that's going to happen. So hopefully we can get to some sort of little pumpkin patch or something like that, because that is one of my favorite things about fall. And most years we've been able to do plenty of those things, but we are much busier this year than we ever have been with sports and activities and things. We do, however, have a fall break trip coming up that I am super excited about. I will share more about this as it gets closer to that time, but we are going to be doing a small little family trip to Disney World. I guess I should correct that because I don't think you can technically call any trip to Disney a small trip to Disney because it always turns into something bigger than what it is. But it's going to be like over fall break and just like 4-ish days at Disney. So we are very excited for this. And I'm just finishing up all of our planning and making sure we have all our ducks in a row for a fantastic trip. I had a small pile of summer clothes from both the kids and like swimsuits and things that had gotten too small, so I'm adding them to a bag to get them ready to donate. And here in a few weeks, once the weather actually changes over from this hot summertime weather to more of the fall and truly cooler weather, I'll be switching all of their clothes over, and I'm sure I will have much more clothes that I need to donate. So now I'm in the primary bedroom, just getting everything cleaned up. We had clothes everywhere on this day, so I'm trying to just get everything cleaned up, the dresser cleaned up. I'm piling all the clothes onto the bed to just get everything in a pile. Then I'll be going through it to figure out what is clean and what is not. I will be doing the sniff test. I'm sure you will see that several times, so I know what's actually clean and what's not. And then I will be making our bed. So all of these clothes that are piled here on the bed, these were either on the floor, on the dresser, or laying on the nightstand. So when you look at that, I'm like, wow, that really is a lot. Get it together, Shauna. What are we doing here? There's no reason this many clothes should be laying on the floor on a regular basis. If you look closely there, you will see Sully, who's always joining me for my cleaning. He's just living his best life, giving himself a bath while I try to get this room cleaned up. All right, now that I'm sweating from the stairs and from getting everything upstairs cleaned up, let's head down to the kitchen, get it cleaned up, and let's make those pumpkin cookies. So the first place I'm gonna start is with the dishwasher. I feel like this is like where I always start when it comes to the kitchen, but it's always needing unloaded. So I'm gonna get it unloaded and reloaded, and then we will see about making some cookies. My original plan was to do the dishes and then get like the counter and appliances and everything wiped down and then to make cookies. But then when I really thought about it, it didn't make a whole lot of sense to try to clean up the kitchen, to turn around and dirty it up, because I always make a mess making and baking anything, especially if the kids decide they want to help. So makes sense. Let's go ahead and make those cookies, and then we will clean up the rest of the kitchen after that. I did want to go ahead and get at least some of these dishes cleaned up ahead of time because I knew I was going to be accumulating more dishes with the cookies, and I didn't want to feel overwhelmed by all of the dishes. So I wanted to go ahead and knock out at least a few of these, especially our air fryer here. It's big and bulky and takes up a lot of room in the sink, so I wanted to get it cleaned before we got started with our baking. We love using our air fryer. We definitely use it a couple times a week for dinners, quick dinners, and for like the kids' chicken fingers or chicken nuggets and stuff like that. But if you have any good air fryer recipes that you would love to share, let me know down in the comments down below. Okay, I just finished getting all of our ingredients out and set out and ready for our cookies. I'm gonna try my best. I am not the best baker or cook. I can follow a recipe, but it doesn't always turn out how it's supposed to. I've made these before and they've always turned out well, so fingers crossed that happens again today, but let's get started on our cookies. So I'm going to get all the ingredients mixed together here for these cookies, and I will link the recipe for this down below. I told y'all I always make a mess. Cookies are now done, and I'm going to get them transferred over to a cooling rack. These cookies are looking so good, and they have this house smelling so good. These cookies ended up turning out so good. They were a big hit in my house. My kids loved them. My husband loved them. They definitely are a chewier type of cookie, so just know that, but that's how we like our pumpkin cookies. Now it's on to the countertops and getting those wiped down.
I'm trying so hard not to like you. There's so much that I like, and I know that you feel the same about us. Yeah, but the timing isn't right. So let me just let go, let go. I've seen us more than friends, and let me just move on, move on. Yeah, it hurts, I won't pretend, but I'll take you by your word, and I'll walk away before it starts to hurt. So I'ma let go, let go, let go. And I'll leave it to the universe. Let's 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 leave it to the universe.
While I was at it, I decided to go ahead and wipe down a lot of my appliances too, especially when I was trying to clean off the stovetop and things like that. I noticed how dirty the appliances were, so I knew they needed a good cleaning, so I decided to tackle that today as well. Still just using my Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface cleaner. It is the scent of apple cider, and I am just completely obsessed with it. I literally look for things to clean right now, so I have an excuse to use it because it just smells that good, and it leaves the house smelling so good.
And I'll leave it to the universe. Let's 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 leave it to the universe. No, I'm not gonna wait, but I'll never be too late. You're into faith and I'm into fate, so I'ma give it some space, cause love ain't a race to be won. And maybe someday we'll find a new way between love and lust, respect and pray. We put the kettle on after we walk in the morning sun. Yeah, but for now I'm gonna let go, let go. I've seen us more than friends, and let me just move on.
Now it is on to folding that laundry that I started much earlier this morning. So I'm going to get this stuff folded and put away. So if you've got some laundry, go ahead and grab it and we can do our folding together.
Let go, let go, let go. And I'll leave it to the universe. 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 So I'ma just let go. I've seen there's more than friends, and I'ma just move on.
And that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you for getting all of your things done while I was getting all of my things done. And I will catch you guys in my next video.